I'm Louise Fournier. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, and I'm a second-year student here at St. Therese this year. I will be reflecting on this Sunday's Gospel from John 1, verses 6 to 8 and 19 to 28. In this Gospel, we see John's testimony to his witness to the coming of Jesus. Are you the Messiah? The Gospel of John shows John the Baptist being questioned by the Jewish priests and Levites. In response to their questions, he does not claim to be more than he is, but rather humbly says that he is neither the Christ, Elijah returned, or a prophet like Moses. Instead, he claims to be sent to prepare the way of the Lord. In this time, there would have been many people claiming to be the Messiah, and while there were differing views as to what the Messiah would be like, there would have been a sense of authority that came from assuming this role. John is not led astray by power, but asserts that his place is below the one who is to come. The Gospel of John highlights the state of lowliness as a way to win over the remaining disciples of John the Baptist, who have not yet come to accept Jesus. John's disciples' reluctance to follow Jesus over John led me to reflect, when in our own lives have we placed someone that we know and love above Jesus? In contrast, John the Baptist shows what it means to be in right relationship with Jesus, and he is an example of humility in his ability to resist the power and glory of claiming the title of Messiah for himself. This caused me to ask, have we at times forgotten that Jesus is the Savior and assumed this role for ourselves? Through his witnessing, John displays a personal, first-hand knowledge of his mission. He is seen as a representative of the whole prophetic tradition, of all who testified to the light by following the will of God and announcing Jesus' coming. John is the last of the prophetic tradition, as his preaching will give way to the ministry of Jesus himself. John is also a model for all Christians to follow, as they witness to Christ in their daily lives. In John, we see an example of true humility. He knows who and what he is not, but also knows who he was made to be and what he was made to do, and fulfills these deeds. He recognizes that he is meant to point others to God, and not to be the one that the people put all of their hope in. The example of John's humility and his willingness to testify to the truth led me to ask, do we understand our call as a daughter or son of God to foster a personal relationship with him, and from this encounter to witness to Jesus in our lives? Do we claim titles for ourselves that are false, or are we willing to say that there is one greater than ourselves? John the Baptist, in his conversation with the Jewish priests and Levites, gives us an example of someone who knows the purpose of his life and who lives out of this truth. He does not claim to be more than he is, or less than he was made to be. In honesty and humility, John professes the reason why God sent him. May we also come to understand the calling God has given each of us to witness to him and live this out in our daily lives.